Happy day before Friday, everybody. It's time for the shop update here at Woodsmith. It's a special spring break shop update with a few people out and just a few projects going on. We're going to get started with Steve and his new project.
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is one of the latest Woodsmith projects. It's a coffee table in walnut. I really like the design. Chris Fitch designed it. It's got a couple interesting things going on. The legs are splayed out this way, front to back and to the outside. So that involves some compound cuts on the bottom of the feet. We also have, of course it's all glued up now, but we have a tenon that sticks up straight. This leg is coming at 10 degrees, but then we have a tenon that goes straight up. So those are some tricky cuts. We have this inside for these rails. This is a mortise and tenon, and the mortise is put in at a straight angle because you want these two end rails parallel. So when you bring the leg assembly in, you catch all 14 of the mortise and tenons on these rails, and so that the shoulders all square up. So that took a little figuring and cutting. A lot of it was done on the table saw, some of it was done by hand. Solid 1-inch top. I put in, it's hard to see, but there's 5/16 fasteners under here, and I put them into brass threaded inserts into the top. I thought that would probably hold the best, especially since the top is, be pulled on in this direction, but you can take the top off. So I have 3 stain samples. This is the natural with walnut on it, or I'm sorry, with just lacquer on the walnut. And then I have these two, this is Varathane Gunstock. Might be hard to see on video, but then this is Varathane Dark Walnut. So this has a little more red in it. This is more the traditional dark brown color. So Chris isn't here today, or I let him pick, but couple stain samples for him to look at. So if he picks a stain sample, I'm ready to do that, and lacquer or just lacquer. That's it.
Sounds good.
Hey everyone, last week I got wrapped up with the John Doyle designed kids play table, which we'll go to in a minute. It's out in the photo studio. So in the meantime I've been working and getting back at the duct work for the dust collection system, trying to make it more efficient and get rid of as much of the flex hose as possible. So I've been basically working my way around the room. I've got my area done. If you checked in a couple of weeks ago, I added a floor sweep, which is real handy. So you're bending down with a dustpan and brush and picking it up, you just turn the collector on and brush it in there and off it goes. So got to do with that. It's modifying this area over here. I redid the whole area where the miter saw station is. If you've ever noticed, there was a big surround here that didn't really do a whole deal. And it had two hoses going into there, which didn't really collect a lot of dust. So modified that, brought it down to 1, and this is actually connected to the back of the miter saw, so it works a whole lot better, and we've got more suction because I got rid of most of the duct work that was originally there. Onto my table saw. Originally there was a whole bunch of the flexible duct work going all the way to the back of the table saw. When I changed it out, I noticed there was a big pile, like 2 foot by 2 foot big, that was a collection of pieces of plywood. So it wasn't really sucking a lot, so got rid of that, made it solid duct work, goes all the way to the back of the table, so that is 1,000,000 times better in dust collection than it previously was. It's got a bit of a bigger footprint, but it's got no tight turns in it like before, which catches all the long pieces of wood on the ribs of the flexible stuff. Over to Steve's area. Modified this. This had another leg coming out for something that was here originally. Actually, I think it was the bout sander. So this was for the bout sander and the route table. Got rid of the bout sander option because we moved that over there. So now we've just got this one, modified that a little bit. Over here, I'm working on the bandsaw row. So I've got one bandsaw all hooked up, ready to go yesterday. Over in the middle. This one has been quite the pain. There's always like, just a massive amount of sawdust when we use this thing. So I basically stripped this down and I'm going to start again with it. We got rid of a big length here that was going to Chris's office that was obsolete, we didn't use anymore, so that's going to help. So I'm working on that right now, and I'm just basically working my way around the room. I've got Steve's table saw to do, I've got over the dado saw, I've got the sanding, spindle sand to do, so getting closer. Alright, now my real work, which if you follow me, is the John Doyle Special. So this is what I got wrapped up last week. It's a kids' play table. So this is all constructed from bolted birch plywood, and then just got a black and finish to it. Now this is made to be completely disassembled, so it's just held in with pocket screws on the underside of this top, and then on the corners. Over on this side, you've just got a little bookshelf. And then if you come back down to this end, you've got a couple of different options with this. So this doubles up as a blackboard for your little station here. Now this slides out, and then this forms the top cover for this part. So you've got two different options. Got some recessed areas here for the pens and pencils, etc. And then wrapping up with a couple of little stools. So that is that project. So on to the next, which I think is a Chris Fitch designed project. But prior to doing this, I did these couple of chairs, and this is the first time we've got these chairs paired with the table I did last year or the year before maybe. So these are ready for photography. So we've got the table out of the kitchen up front and basically brought this set together. So if you haven't seen it all together, you haven't now. So these are the Woodsmith issue 272, I think. 273. It's a chair. So that dining table was, I can't remember when that was, but anyway, when we did that table, we knew we were going to eventually build some chairs, so we finally got around to doing it, so there it is. So that's all I got this week. So next week I'll be getting started on my next project. Thanks.
There you are. That's it for the shop update. Tune in next week and we'll check in on where we are on the dust collection and any other projects and a couple of projects that Dylan's been working on. So we'll see you next week, everybody. Bye.